Hello, good evening, everybody. This is your host, Club out at the Club that have a sports board live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you guys about the fact that the Pac-12 and Big Ten has postponed their college football games. That is, and it's going to likely be moving to the spring of one. That's all the way of a Power Five conference call. That is determining if they want to cancel the season, cancel college football, which they must do to the coronavirus saga. I'll get you guys to that for sure. I'm gonna get you guys also into the just the fact of the turmoil that, well, the latest on Derrius Guice, by the way, stemming from his arrest. I'll tell you these three incidents are, by the way, and that's all there is. I'm gonna tell you guys also about the fact there have been no coronavirus cases reported in the NHL. Get you guys that for sure. Colin Morikawa just won the 2020 PGA Championship, second major in his illustrious career. Mike Tyson is the heavyweight champ of the Shark, and the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr fight that's going to move to November 28th. By the way, and the Oakland A's and the Astros brawl. By the way, how that all ensued. Max Verstappen winning the 70th anniversary Grand Prix. Get you guys that for sure. Send brother wishes out to Andre Drummond, John Morant, Wade Barrett, Kylie Jenner, Anna Kendrick, and all the other birthdays. And Danielle Kang win the Danielle Kang win her second 2020 LPGA Marathon Classic, by the way. And that is all the news I will have for today, everybody. And also Danica Patrick backing, also shutting out a IG troll stemming from her split with Aaron Rodgers. By the way, I'll tell you what she said. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna have for today. But I do want to start things off with the fact that the Pac-12 and Big Ten conferences, they have postponed their college football 2020 season due to this coronavirus saga. They will, however, intend to move it in the spring of 2021. That's what they're going to do. So basically what's going on here is that the Power 5 conferences, they got to a phone call yesterday regarding the well-being and safety of the college football players, by the way, whether or not they should consider canceling college football, have the season go on, or just like consider canceling college football for good. So basically, there's a decision is going to be made by tomorrow. That is, for ACC, SEC, even for the Big 12. By the way, so Pac-12 and Big 10, they have postponed their college football season, by the way, and they tend to move into 2021. And basically, I can tell you this: that whatever the decision is for this Power 5 conferences, they are, however, likely going to pretty much, move. They're going to pretty much cancel college football season, by the way, for sure. And this is all due to the coronavirus saga. And other college fall sports could likely be canceled as well. So it could. So, I mean, obviously, I think college football, in my opinion, shouldn't be played. I mean, yes, the schedules were released for for ACC, Big 10, Pac-12, SEC, 10 games in one conference, by the way. So I can tell you this. I mean, in my opinion, by the way, I can tell you this: college football season is likely going to be in dire jeopardy, and unfortunately, college football could also be canceled. So in my opinion, I think college football should be canceled due to this coronavirus, because you already had like 400 players opting out of the college football 2020 season. They just don't want to play. Trevor Lawrence on the flip side says we want to play. And you can read his text, and you can read his tweets, what he said. So it's safe to say that college football is going to be canceled, because they may as well just like move it to 2020 in the spring of 2021. So That's what they're likely going to do. Now, I can tell you this, that there were a bunch of coronavirus cases that have been surrounding the college football industry as well. And, obviously, college football players are worried about their well-being. They're worried about their safety because, unfortunately, they live to the guidelines for sure. But these coronavirus cases have gotten worse. I mean, training workouts were canceled, and obviously you had college football training's been canceled. So I think it's safe to say that college football, as of this year, is going to be canceled. If they make that decision by tomorrow, by the way, during this Power 5 meeting regarding the conferences, I think it's safe to say that college football is going to be canceled anyway. I mean, from all conferences. MAC did that. UConn's not going to be playing for sure. First FBS college to do so. MAAC canceled all the college football sorts. The ACC, Big Ten, SEC, they haven't done so yet. Or MEAC, they have not done so yet, but unfortunately they will do so. Hopefully they'll do the right thing. I mean, yes, they could move schedules around for spring of 2021, I guess. I mean, if college football is played in 2021, in the spring, that is, the schedules could likely change. So whatever the decision is, well, it's obvious that college football can be canceled because there's absolutely no way they're not going to play. They're not going to play the seasons even out. They're not going to do so. No. I mean, all the other fall sports, college basketball, college baseball, tennis, hockey, they could also be canceled for sure. So it's safe to say, as of this very moment, the college football season 2020 is definitely canceled. This coronavirus saga has gotten way out of hand because there's no way this capacity they're not going to play the season out. They're really not. So I think it's obvious that I think the Power 5 conferences are going to do the right thing by canceling college football for good, do this coronavirus saga, and apparently they'll likely resume in 2020. But they have to at least find bubbles or find a bubble that is to maybe play their season out and to train there for sure. Because I wish college football was in the footsteps of the NBA, NHL. They have had 0 coronavirus cases. That's a good thing. The NFL, they're looking at this and they're seeing how this all going to unfold because unfortunately, players, they want to play for sure, but you got numerous players opting out. So basically, the NFL on the flip side, it may as well be postponed or moved to a different day because the schedules may likely change and the dates may change as well, and the days for sure, and when the games are going to be played. So the NFL, they're going to look into this. So the NFL, they're looking to see how this is all going to unfold. And unfortunately, college football is doomed, and the NFL can be doomed as well. So there may not be any football this year, college football and NFL football as well. It may likely be moving in 2021 in the spring. So that could happen right there. And then the NFL can make a decision as well, whether they want to play their season by next month or just consider postponing their season and just finding a bubble that's going to fill the teams there. So unfortunately, it's really not looking good. I'm just hopefully that, the Power 5 conferences, they just do the right thing by canceling college football for good. And the NFL is going to look to see how this is all going to unravel. So hopefully college football is definitely canceled due to this coronavirus. So, I know a lot of people are into college football. They want to see it. But I think the best thing is to have college football just be postponed and just move up to 2021. So that's what can happen by tomorrow. They announced that tomorrow. Well, they would announce it sooner, though. They never did that. So I think by tomorrow, they're going to make a decision by tomorrow whether or not if they want to play the season out or they're going to cancel the season. So college football is just going to be canceled. My opinion there. That's just how it's going to be. So whatever you want, guys. But college football is in dire jeopardy, and it may not be played this season due to these coronavirus cases, which has been going under control since. So, and they haven't had to be quarantined, and nothing goes right though. So that's pretty much all you need to know right there. So the decision is going to be tomorrow, everybody. On that note, and also this, I told you guys the NHL, they've had zero coronavirus cases. Congrats to them on that. And that's all the news. And that's there is to it. They're in a bubble, by the way. So that's surprising news there. Good news for everybody. Now, another time, I want to get to the very late. I want to get to the latest on the Derrius Guice's domestic abuse arrest. The 3 incidents that are named right here. And that's all I have for today, stemming from his arrest, for his domestic abuse arrest, and the charges that he's had. So here they are. So here's the. I'm gonna name the incidents. By the way, they were on his Ashburn, Virginia home, by the way, which is across from here, by the way, as well. I live in Leesburg, by the way. So it's in Leesburg, which I live at, and Ashburn's across from here. So basically, the first instance that Derrius Guice got into was that his girlfriend informed cops, though, that Derrius Guice pushed her to the ground in his bathroom, causing injury to her left thumbnail. Her nail would fall off due to a popped blood vessel. That was on Valentine's, by the way. The second incident was on March 13, 2020, where Guice strangled his girlfriend until she was unconscious. The woman that has regained unconsciousness, Guice cried and tapped her, by the way, for sure. So yeah, that's something a lot of people, weren't necessarily. Yeah, that's right there. That's the second incident right there. And basically, what it says right here, though, is that his girlfriend left for the airport. His girlfriend now, Derrius Guice's girlfriend would leave the airport. By the way, wouldn't even look in the mirror, and obviously, they had to, let him. I mean, Derrius Guice, by the way, they just had to let him go. So he was released from the Washington Football for good. I can tell you that. So that is pretty much there is for that. The second now, continuing on the second incident, I want to point out here. Now he did strangle her in the second incident till she was unconscious, and the woman regained consciousness. Guice was crying and tapping her. Then it says right here the woman left the house to catch a flight. Didn't look in the mirror until she was at the airport. She was bruised and took photos of these injuries, and she showed it to the police, by the way. Third incident was on April 17th, this past year. The woman says that Guice pushed her to the ground outside of his Ashburn, Virginia home, by the way, causing injuries to her body, which she photographed once again. Guice threw her cell phone to the street, by the way, and her cell phone would get shattered. Now, Derrius Guice, that is, was arrested and charged this past Friday. He was charged on domestic abuse charges, including assault and battery, felony strangulation, and destruction of property. Now, he was released on a $1 or $10K bond, by the way. And if he's convicted, he gets 5 years behind bars. And he was released by the Washington Football, by the way. I can tell you that. So, really, and I can also tell you this, that the NFL should ban Derrius Guice stemming from these 3 incidents they got into. One at Valentine's, one on March 13th, and the third one was on April 17th of this past year. So Derrius Guice is a rotten piece of trash. And clearly nobody wants him back in the NFL. I can tell you that right now. No teams are going to get him. No. Like Washington football has been facing so much. Washington football has been trash this entire time. I mean, Derrius Guice, he's one of the biggest pieces of trash of all. I mean, same for these domestic abuse arrests and the charges that is. Now, if he's convicted, he gets 5 years behind bars. So make no mistake about it, though. If Derrius Guice found convicted, where he pleads not guilty, it's on him. He's trash, and unfortunately, no teams aren't going to get him. They're not going to get him. So he's trash anyway, and that's it for him. So he's going to be done for, and that right there is much all you need to know for that. So Derrius Guice is trash. Nobody wants him, and that's all you guys need to know. So there you have it, everybody. Other things I want to get down to, by the way, the Oakland A's and Astros had the benches cleared. And so it started when Oakland A's Raymond Lorena got hit by a pitch for the third time in the 3-game series. And this one was by Humberto Castellanos, 1 out in the 7th, pointed at the rookie right. Lorena exchanged words with Astros hitting coach Alex Cintron, left base, threw down his batting helmet, charged toward him in the first base dugout. Astros catcher Dustin Garnell left the bench to tackle Lorena before the A's outfielder reached Cintron. And a wild scene to see all the benches were cleared. By the way, players rushed out of both the dugouts. Players sat in the seats, observing the coronavirus social distancing protocols, rushed onto the field. Now, Lorena was ejected, by the way. The umpire crew instantly heard yelling players, "Get back to your dugout." And basically, Austin Allen got ejected. Astros manager Dusty Baker got tossed out for arguing the balls and strikes. And unfortunately, this is just ridiculous. So Austin Allen got ejected as well. Dusty Baker goes tossed out. And Loreno, he could be suspended for sure. So that pretty much all there is to it for now. So once again, the Astros and the A's benches cleared for sure due to a big brawl. So I mean, the Astros, we all remember that for sure. So clearly, everybody's saying the Astros. So that's all there is. So there you have everybody on that note. So the Astros and A's benches clear. I mean, Astros, they got into a brawl with the Dodgers to the very least. And then they get into it with the A's. Really? Ridiculous. Just completely, Astros are stupid, or just a garbage team. That's what they are. So that's pretty much all you need to know for that note, and a little more to say there. So I'm into it. Now, none of this I want to get down to. I want to say my brother wishes out to Anna Kendrick, Andre Drummond, Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett, Wade Barrett, Miss Blow, Mac 10, Chris Kumo, Mike Bivens, Ricky Smiley, host of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, Angie Harmon. Also, my brother wishes out to DeAndre Drummond. I said him as well. Suzanne Collins, Joanna Garcia, and that's all I need to say right there. And Jacob Lattimore and Antonio Banderas. Yeah, John Moran as well, doing pretty good. So Ricky Smiley as well, Angie Harmon. Michael Bivens. So, ladies and senior birthday wishes out to them. And that's all you need to do, everybody, for that. So that's all there is. Send your birthday wishes, birthday shouts, birthday tweets. Please just everybody on that. And that's all you need to do, everybody. So the win at the 2020 LPGA Marathon Classic. Congrats to her on that. Other one, Max Verstappen wins the 70th anniversary Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton came in second place. So close fight right there. Close one right there. We'll say that for sure. But I'm thinking about that. Colin Morikawa won the 2020 PGA Championship, second major in his career. So congrats to him on that. And that's all that you guys need to know. Also, this though, guys, I'm Mike Tyson. He's the heavyweight champion of the Shark. Congrats to him for I saw him just like I saw he may try to punch some sharks. That's really good. I'd say that. But Iron Mike Tyson yesterday, if you guys haven't seen the Tyson versus Jones Rumble last night, you guys, well, to see it. So, Iron Mike Tyson, he would grab this shark, this female shark. He had to use tectonic immobility, grab the shark by his jaw. He would have been, and then like put to sleep. If he grabbed that shark, he would have been landing some punches on. He would have landed some punches at the punch. But man, I gotta tell you, I'm Tyson, best man on the planet right there. So I'm Tyson's gonna use that tonic immobility 3 months from today. In 3 months, November 28th, he needs to use the tonic immobility against Roy Jones Jr. So he's gonna walk out. So Mike Tyson's gonna walk out like a champ. The heavyweight champ that he's always been his whole entire life. We all know it. Legendary career. So Mike Tyson, he's still the GOAT. We all know that. He took out a shark, put in a sleeper hold. And then 3 months from today, November 28th, he's gonna have his hands full with, he's gonna destroy and eviscerate Roy Jones Jr. November 20th, guys. Live pay-per-view. Do not miss it. Must see, must watch. So I would have seen. Iron Tyson. He would have been punching those sharks. But the one part she's gonna let some punches on is Roy Jones Jr. Yes, he will. Yes, exactly. I know the fight was supposed to be next month, September 12th. So instead, they moved that fight to November 28th. So don't know what led to that. So a lot of questions there. And that's all that's what I got. So once again, everybody, I'm Tyson. That is, he became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the Shark, taking down the Shark. By the way, grabbing by his jaws, putting his sleep. Probably land some punch there. I'll tell you that. That would be real good on the other Sharks. Then he's gonna have his hands full against Roy Jones Jr. November 28th. Yes, November 28th. So mark it down the counters, everybody. If you've not done so, live pay-per-view. By the way, everybody. So that's all you guys need to know just for now, and the more to say right there. So more to expect, everybody. And well, this is a lot. There's no more to that. So a lot can change in an instant. Tell you that much. I want to tell you guys about this though. That Danica Patrick, she shut down a IG troll, and I'll tell you what she said. She said right here that this is regarding her breakup, her split with Aaron Rodgers. By the way, she says right here that if we're doomed. Realize that what someone says to us has a lot more to do with their own wounds and reality than ours. Our reality is our decision. Still not easy, but it's true. Won't be easy, not true. I'm sorry, still not easy. It's true, everybody. So that's all she said. Where she wrote. So if you guys haven't seen, if you guys have missed out, so Danica Patrick and Aaron Rodgers, they're no more. They're split atoms now, and they split up after 2 years together. And some IG trolls shuts just like completely, comes right at her and says, 38, it's over for you in your relationship. We're with high value guys from a failed marriage to failed dating. Clearly, you have a dating issue. So she says, Danica Patrick shuts down the IG troll. She says, if we let what one person thinks of us to be our own reality, we're doomed. Listen, what someone says to us has a lot more to do with their own wounds and reality than ours. Our reality is our decision. Not easy, but it's true. So she just hit the leg and she got that out the side. And well, that's all that you guys need to know for that. So yeah. That is pretty much all you need to know. So obviously that's all you need to know. And perhaps that does say a lot. So that is all you guys need to know. And perhaps that will say a lot. So nothing more to it. Also, guys, a Maryland high school football field was vandalized with a racist post or racist graffiti says F N word. And basically, and they changed that field, says no hate here. Says we're sad and angry that these racist messages occurred on school grounds. Racist language hurts the school system in the Calvert County. So really, cops look into this. But the Calvert High School in Frederick, Maryland, and by the way, Calvert and Frederick, Maryland, but Prince Frederick, Maryland, by the way, was vandalized for sure. And it's uncalled for. Absolutely uncalled for. Zero tolerance policy for that. So hopefully when the cops catch these guys, whoever did it, they're going to be arrested, jailed, prison, and that's all you guys need to know. Cops look into that, and that's all you guys need to know just for that. So, number two, everybody. No, so guys. I know tonight's Monday Night Raw. You're going to see Kevin Owens, taking on Randy Orton. You're going to see Bayley face Asuka. But these Retribution guys, you know what they did on SmackDown Live this past Friday night? They need to get some security. They need to get some the police, the FBI, SWAT team, the Army. All these guys to block all the entrances. Make sure that these Retribution guys do not come in, because it's just uncalled for. I mean, we saw what they did. They spray painted me. They had ball baths they had a steel pipe or a crowbar, and they would attack the trainees, and they spray painted the ring, the plexiglass, and these retribution vandals were not identified nor revealed, and I don't even know who's even behind it for sure. So really, these retribution vandals, they need to be arrested, charged, disciplined, and put in jail. It's uncalled for. I mean, even if they attempt to come in, even if they attempt to find some way to like break in, which they're not. But I mean, if it happens tonight on Raw, nor NXT this Wednesday, oh no, that's not good. That's not gonna be good. I'm sorry, it will not. That's not gonna be good. So WWE superstars, the roster needs to step it on up, beat these guys down, and hopefully they put the retribution guys away. That's what they really need to do. Hopefully they arrest these guys. These retribution members are arrested and charged. None of them weren't even identified. So as far as I know, they need to have security. There needs to be some arrest warrants. The police needs to be in there. Security, the FBI, CIA, SWAT team, and military. So that's all you guys need to know for that. Hopefully, they get security and block all the entrances. So that is all you need to know. And that's all I got to say, everybody, for that. So nothing more to it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it there for the Club That Was Sports Sport YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please be sure to subscribe to the Club That Was Sports Sport, both YouTube channel and Facebook page, but any and all means necessary. Be sure you send me your comments, Twitch reaction, your thoughts on the Pac-12 and Big